My name's Justin Fisher. I'm a serial entrepreneur. If I don't hunt and kill, we don't eat.
My name is Ethan Fisher. I'm the inventor and founder of Silly Clips. I'm currently 12 years old.
Ethan's he's really smart. There's a benefit to that because I'm able to communicate with him at an adult level. Let's say, for example, we're doing basketball, we're playing around the world. I'll try to get in his head while he's shooting. I'll be like, oh, you're definitely going to miss this shot. I'm already in your head. I'm renting space in your head now. The more you try to fight it, the more I'm in your head.
Basketball, I tried doing it. I didn't really like it.
It gets healthy, dysfunctional, crazy sometimes. When he was 5, I think it was 4.5, I made him learn his multiplication tables. He pushes back on me hard and he'll resist in every which way, and he'll complain and he'll whine. I got to sit him down and say, look, kid, this is what it is. If you want this, then we have to do this.
I'd say it's very overwhelming. There were days I didn't want to do it. After you've seen Silly Clips for a long time, it tricks with your mind, and you just think, get me away from this,
Then, of course, we got the break with Silly Clips that Ethan invented those. He was a little young at the time.
And, I'm 7 at the time.
He would act like, hey, let's not do this right now. Let's go do the such and such. And I'd have to have these really clear, brutal explanations of how the real world works. Here, let's start reading what the requirements are of CVS. So I'd make him read 150-page requirements. When he ran into a word he didn't understand, I'd make him look it up. He'll pout a little bit.
Well, I'm always in the middle, absolutely. At any given time, you could be on a real upswing and people are getting along and everything else, and then it's like, what? It's like, what just happened?
Working with my parents you'd think it's be a little bit of a weird dynamic, but that's really how I grew up, so it's not weird to me.
There's been a few occasions early on in my relationship with Ethan, particularly during the launch of Silly Clips, where I actually threatened to quit. He would say, wow, my dad's going to quit. I'm going to have to find somebody else to do this. And reality sets in, like, I wasn't just his father at that point. Now I'm a manager that's going to quit. For example, when we were doing the Ellen show, he was on the show with Justin Bieber. His name's on the door, right? It's about Silly Clips. It's not about his mom. It's not about me. It's about him. And he's starting to connect the dots, and he's thinking, hey, I'm the man. I think I'd like to jump on the couch now. I said, we don't need to do the show. I don't need to do the show. It's the tough love thing, because that's what is going to really happen in the real world. We've taught him how to defend himself against anything we do that's dysfunctional. So we want to give him the kung fu to defend himself.
I do go outside and play with my friends. I do all of those things. I do worry about how much cereal I have, but I also have other things to worry about too. So it's kind of like an addition on a normal child's life.
He's got to understand container sizes, gift box size, master container, pallet, truckload. What's the shipping cost going to be? He's got to know all of our line items. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do or the wrong thing. I don't have a handbook, but I'm just trying to prepare him.
I'd kind of like to, 30, 40 years later, I kind of want to have more businesses than Silly Clips. Of course, seeing Silly Clips still around. But when Silly Clips is over, it's over. And there's not much I can do about it.
100% is good. Let's do 110%. And that's a vice I would put him in. I would put him in a tight vice on that, and I wouldn't let him out until he's created something that he can be proud of.